Okay guys, we meet again in this video. I will just, discuss this together with you. So I need you to open your book to chapter 5 and we will be discussing this. We will be discussing this today and I will answer it for you and you need to check yours. Also, you will know why the answer is like that, okay? I will just read this and you need to catch what I'm saying for the answers. It's okay. No worries, I will do a little bit slowly so you can catch what I'm saying, okay? I will read. So, ask yourself this question before you vote for your Lord Mayor and the winner of the election is proclaimed to the public next week. So the answer is proclaim. Proclaim in bahasa is menyatakan gitu ya. Jadi eleksi menyatakan ke publik minggu depan like that. Okay? Next, who is going to protect the traditions, culture, and heritage of our town best? The answer of number 2 is heritage. Heritage in bahasa pasti tahu ya, turun temurun. But I want to give you another vocabulary here. Jadi kalau turun temurun sama keturunan itu different. Kalau turun temurun itu kayak legacy gitu ya. Jadi hal yang dibawa. Tapi kalau keturunan misalkan saya keturunan ayah saya gitu, itu kan biologis ya. Secara biologis itu ngomongnya offspring. Maybe some of you ever heard about the vocab offspring. Offspring biasa sih off yang off matikan itu, and then springnya spring ini loh, season, spring, autumn, summer like that. Okay, I will just continue this. Number 3, a famous university scholar. Jadi scholar itu guys artinya sarjana. Jadi are you a scholar? Jadi kalau orang nanya gitu di luar negeri misalkan, sarjana? Lu sarjana nggak? Yes, I am. Gitu ya, scholar. Okay, number 4, or the other, contender. Number 4 itu contender. Contender kalau in British contender gitu ya, kalau in English American contender. Jadi kalau contender itu in bahasa is pesaing guys, pesaing, makanya di situ cocok di situ. Other pesaing, posisi pesaing yang lain gitu. And then I will just read langsung we've been ya. We've been compiling. Nah, compiling itu guys sama dengan arranging. Bedanya compiling itu dia vertikal ke horizontal yang ke atas. Jadi compiling itu numpuk, tapi numpuknya ke atas kayak list gitu. List itu lebih ke compiling. Jadi kamu nggak ngomong I'm arranging this list. Kalau grammatical sebenarnya agak salah itu. Ngomongnya compiling, okay? And then they can be categorize. Nah, itu categorize. Jadi kalau categorize-nya pakai Z itu bisa, kalau pakai S itu bisa gitu. And then I will just continue langsung ke a place ya. A place which is a sanctuary. Sanctuary itu guys tempat suci guys. Jadi tempat ibadah juga bisa. Tapi tempat-tempat sakral selain tempat ibadah juga bisa, jadi disebut sanctuary. Pokoknya kalau kamu kesana, kamu langsung calm. Kalau bawanya langsung ada feeling calm gitu, kamu bisa langsung nyebut sanctuary place like that. And then number 8 ya. Number 8 itu saya langsung He thinks that building of fish is a natural phenomenon. Guys, phenomenon itu singular ya, singular. Jadi kalau bahasanya tuh singular itu bahasa Indonesianya tunggal. Jadi kalau kamu mau tanya jamaknya. Phenomenon tuh fenomena. Jadi pakai phenomenon, fenomena. Jadi kalau mau ngomong phenomenon itu satu, kalau fenomena itu yang jamak. Tapi jamaknya nggak bisa dihitung ya. Kayak kriteria itu tuh jamak loh. Yang bahasa singularnya kriteria itu kriterion gitu guys. Ini sesuatu yang singular plural sih, for you just to know about it. Terus next ya, number 9 itu this, itu bacanya THC, itu bacanya this ya, agak panjang gitu ya. These plans have even caused controversy in events on party. Ya, controversy. I know you know the meaning of it, so I don't have to explain. And then langsung ke number 10, in a recent poll ya, poll. Ada angka di situ, voting poll. And then voters show disapproval. Kalau disapproval itu tuh celaan ya guys, yang nggak nerima gitu loh. Dari kata approve jadi disapproval gitu. Terus next ya, next number 11 ya. Oh no, 12. 12 itu they are full of clever advertiser techniques. Nah, okay. Tahu kan techniques? I know you know the meaning. So let's go to number 13. The omission itu ngurangin, tapi kebetulan the omission berarti dia jadi noun di situ. The omission of this detail means he has no intention of building a hospital. Omission. Terus nomor 14 itu it's just a publicity. Itu British ya. Kalau Amerika publicity kayak gitu aja. Publicity itu British, sorry. So number 15, the answer is impartial. In this election, you must make a choice. Don't make the mistake of voting for Mike Evans. Jadi gitu. So let's go to the extent here. Extent ini matching ya. If you have already done it, you just need to tick it if you're right. If you're wrong, just change it, okay? Jadi number 2 itu jawabannya economic. Wait. Okay guys, number 2 itu D. Historical to connected with events ya, historical. Kalau number 3 satisfactory itu A, acceptable for a particular situation. Kalau number 4 itu satisfying itu J, giving a feeling of pleasure. Terus kalau number 5 itu C, that cost less money or use less energy than usual. Terus kalau number 6 itu G, connected with money, business, industry, etc. Terus number 7 itu E, fair, impartial. Jadi disinterested itu tuh bukan berarti dia negatif ya, gara-gara kata dis, bukan. Be careful. Uninterest baru negatif. Uninterest itu B, not wanting to hear or learn more about something. Nah, kalau number 9 itu H, already ya di situ ya. That's a little bit weird. Actually, itunya yang salah guys. Actually yang number 1 tuh I jawabannya. Itu berarti salah, itu dia matchingnya. Terus kalau number 9 itu dia H, exhaustive itu including everything that is possible. Terus number 10 itu F, very tiring. I guess this salah ini guys. Ini matchingnya. Kalau inside your book also wrong, change it. Apa bedakan ini historical itu, terus satisfactory, satisfying itu tergantung kata benda, kata sifatnya ya. Karena dalam bahasa Inggris kayak gitu aja beda loh artinya. So you can actually find that by yourself gitu. Langsung go di sini kita will be discussing this. Jadi this section today you just need to spend some time of yours to listen this video ya, karena will take a lot of time because we'll be discussing, and also you know why it is the answer is why, like that. And then let's go here. Wait, I need to put this a little bit higher. Okay, let's go, langsung jawab ya. Number 2 itu, wait. Jadi number 2 itu guys, langsung jawabannya adalah economical. Jadi doesn't need much petrol, itu economical maksudnya hemat gitu loh guys. Number 3, my brother was uninterested. Sudah bisa tahu itu karena dia nggak tertarik gitu. And then number 4 itu satisfying guys. It is very, sudah ada kata it is sih, makanya pakai ing di situ. It is very satisfying. Number 5 itu economic ya, economic situation in the country. Number 6 itu historical. Number 6. Number 7 itu disinterest ya. He had nothing to gain from the situation, but he gave me some disinterest advice which was really useful. Positif tuh, which was really useful. Jadi useful. Number 8 itu exhausting. Kalau kecapean banget ya, kan kita pasti ngomong very tired. Kamu ganti kata very tired itu jadi exhausting. I'm exhausting miss of this a lot of exercise I have from my school. Nah, jadi jangan bilang very tired lagi kan, ganti dong kata baru, right? Terus number 9 itu satisfactory, and number 10 is exhaustive. Jadi compiled itu yang numpuk tadi, yang sekaligus banyak itu exhaustive. Nah, kita masuk ke artifacts here. Artifacts, be careful ya saying that. Nah, kebetulan guys number 1 itu sudah terjawab, mosaic kan, mosaic. Saya ngomongnya mosaic sometimes tapi bukan mosaic. Nah, number 2 itu guys itu bust. BUST, bus. Jadi guys kalau patung yang tanpa body, cuma kepala sama setengah badannya gitu, bukan setengah badan ya, malah dari dada sampai ke atas yang sering kalian ketemukan, itu kalian pasti ngomongnya ada bahasanya itu bus. Padahal ada arti lain tuh, bus itu dada sebenarnya kalau kata lain, tapi kalau untuk patung ini sendiri itu bus. Jadi number 2 bus. Kalau number 3 itu tapestry ya, Tapestry itu yang hiasan di dinding tapi dari kain. Pasti dari kain, apapun itu. Kalau number 4 itu pasti tahu lah ya, jewelry. Bisa nggak pronounce-nya? Jewelry. Terus number 5 baru itu yang keramik guys. Oke? Nah, guys, here we need to analyze the picture, right? And then put the vocab correctly, right? Number 1 sudah kita tahu, the answer is landmark. Number 2 itu fossil guys. Kalau dilihat bener-bener itu fossil. Kalau number 2 guys, mungkin some of you don't know ya. Jadi itu zaman medieval guys. Medieval itu di zaman tahun 1000-an ke atas. Jadi 700, 1200, 1300, pokoknya sebelum 1600 itu medieval. Jadi jawabannya medieval settlement, jadi kayak gitu. Nah, kalau number 4 itu shipwreck. Shipwreck itu kapal yang sudah hancur, bukan hancur sih, tidak berfungsi lagi. Nah, gitulah. Kapal-kapal yang di dalam laut itu yang nggak bisa diangkat, dibiarin aja, itu shipwreck, sudah jadi shipwreck. Terus number 5 itu excavation. Excavation itu penggalian ya guys. Jadi dia gali tuh guys, entah mau bikin goa, entah mau bikin sumur, we don't know, tapi dia gali tanah, of course. Terus number 6 itu ruins. Bacanya jangan ruin. Bukan ruin. Memang bacanya ruin guys, salah. Kalau ruin itu RUNI, salah saya. Jadi pronunciation-nya ruin. Agak cepat, ruin. Okay, let's go here. Match the word. Can you see? Match the word with their definitions. Okay, let's go here. Number 2, restoration. Itu dia guys. act of returning something to its former condition. Jadi itu restore, dari kata restore, jadi restoration, itu D. Terus number 3 itu era, berarti kalau era itu a period of time when particular events or development occurred. Itu era ya guys. Number 4 itu civilization. Civilization, the answer is C. Itu the culture and way of life at a particular time in history. Itu civilization. Civilian orang-orangnya. Terus kita ke number 5, paleontology. Kalau pokoknya oji di belakang itu tuh orang yang mengenyam pendidikan itu ya, banyak kok, antropologis, biologi, terus itu kriminologi, and etc. Jadi paleontologi ini masuknya F. The study of fossil to find out about history of life. Jadi lebih spesifik ya. Ini ngomongin histori tapi dia lebih mempelajari dari tulang-tulang fosil pokoknya. Tapi bukan tulang ya. Kalau bukan tulang ini kayaknya. Tulang mayat kayaknya enggak ya. I don't know. And then number 6 itu artifact. Kalau artifact jelas tahu itu objek ya. Object berarti B, an object of historical interest such as a tool or an item of decoration. Okay, let's go again. We are going to have this meeting a lot of time, you know. Okay, here listen. For listening here, I will play again and I will stop it gitu ya. That is the answer gitu ya.
Unit 5, page 44. Listen. Exercises 1 and 2. Listen to the question. And so let's introduce the next 2 contestants.
The next 2 contestants. Number 1 are the 2 contestants.
Where in the world? On my left, I have Dara Mayer from Tullamore in Ireland. Hello, Dara. Hello. And on my right, I have Leah Arafa from Dahouk in Iraq. Hi. Now, in the first round, you're going to hear the descriptions of some famous buildings. Just to remind you what the rules are, I'm going to give each of you some information about a famous landmark, and you have to identify it.
Identify it. So the answer of number 3 is identify.
Now, Dara and Leah, for an extra point, you can interrupt me whenever you want. But if you're wrong, the other contestant has a chance to listen to the rest of the information and win a bonus point.
Oh, sudah number 4 guys. Jadi number 3 itu heritage site. SITE. Terus yang poin tadi itu number 4. Sorry guys, kelewatan saya. Jadi gets a bonus point. Itu number 4. Tapi number 3 itu site, okay?
Right, Dara, you're first. Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay, here we go. This building became a UNESCO Heritage Site in 19...
Oh, tuh site. Already di sini mereka jawab number 4 dulu baru number 3 ya.
1983, and it took just over 17 years to build it. It was... Dara thinks he already knows the answer. Which building is it?
Is it the Sydney Opera House?
The Sydney Opera House. Let me have a look at the answer card. No, Dara, it's not the Sydney Opera House. Okay, Leah, you've got a chance to win a bonus point, so listen carefully to the rest of the description. It was built in memory of a very important person's wife, and the building is considered a wonderful example of Indian art.
Indian art. So number 5, the answer is Indian art.
Can you name it? I think it's the Taj Mahal. Leah thinks it's the Taj Mahal, and it is. Well done, Leah. You've won a bonus point, and now it's your turn. Are you ready?
Yes.
Good. Here we go. About 2,000 years ago, a lot of people visited this famous landmark there, and they still do today.
guys, number 6.
And a symbol of one of the most important civilizations that the world has ever seen, although many of the events that took place in it were very cruel. It was in ruins for many years, but excavation work in the 19th century discovered lots of interesting artifacts.
Lots of interesting artifacts. So the answer of number 7, lots of interesting artifacts.
And restoration work in the 20th century turned it into one of Europe's most popular tourist sites.
Tourist site. So the answer is tourist, number 8.
Do you know which building it is?
I'm not sure. Is it the...
Okay guys, if you hear someone saying there, it is actually not me, from another teacher from another school. That's why she didn't know that I'm actually recording, so sorry about that. So let's go here. I want to give you information about this 4 picture. Jadi number 1 itu Taj Mahal, pasti tahu ya. Kalian tulis aja Taj Mahal there. And number 2 itu Sydney Opera. You know about that. Terus yang C, kebetulan itu tuh, yang C itu adalah masjid, Mosque of Sultan Hasan in Cairo. Jadi itu di Cairo guys. Kalau kalian mau nulis itu kayak gini, Mosque, tau kan Mosque? Mosque of Sultan Hasan, double S, of Sultan Hasan. Kalau number yang D itu pasti tahu lah ya, Colosseum ya, itu di Roma. Oke? Nah guys, I want you to open page 46. Nah, 46. Nah, di situ we are going to discuss this. Langsung aja ya guys, itu instructionnya ngomong gini, which of the following places of information can you find in the text? In which paragraph do you find them? Jadi jawabnya cuma kayak gini ya guys. Number 1 itu D, number 2 itu not use ya, berarti dia nggak ada. Not use, kalian tulis saja not use set. Terus number 3 itu C, itu kan ada alfabetnya ya tadi ya dibacaannya. Terus yang 4 itu not use juga guys, nggak ada. Terus number 5 itu B, number 6 itu A gitu guys. Oke? Nah guys, mau ngasih tahu aja guys, consequently, so as a result, because of this, as a result itu tuh ini ya guys, apa sih, konektor yang ditaruh di depan. Biasanya itu untuk pembicara kita mau bicara-bicarain gitu loh, supaya nggak ngomong so kayak saya tuh ngomong so gitu kan ya. Bagus itu memang ganti gitu ya, however, nevertheless, consequently, as a result, because of this, biar bermacam-macam gitu bahasanya. Tapi karena tidak general, makanya nggak terlalu dibiasakan. Saya juga begitu sih sebenarnya, jadi saya harus usahakan juga sih dengan bahasa-bahasa ini. But in learning, I want to use the general word so you will know gitu kan guys. Nah terus sudah kita guys, yang ini nggak usah ya guys, ini nggak usah, you don't have to. Tapi but number 2 di sini, do we have to? No. Nah guys, yang saya minta ke kalian guys kemarin, nah ini writing pakai Word, pakai Word ya. Yang ini, use the note below to help you plan an essay. Kalian bikin essay ya. Terus a place you should visit, choose a building, place, do some research. Itu kalau ditanya berapa word miss, 150 ya, 150 ya kalau bisa ya, 100 sampai 150. Tapi konsis semuanya itu. Jadi dalam cerita kamu itu, kamu jalan yang sudah pernah kamu datangin gitu loh guys. Jadi kamu cerita. Kalau kemarin kan ngandai-ngandai, kalau yang ini benar-benar kamu ke tempat sesuatu yang memorable, terus kamu cerita. Terus konsis sama semuanya itu. Kalau misalnya ada satu poin yang nggak ada, nggak apa-apa. Kamu cerita sejujur-jujurnya aja di Word ya. Nanti sending through email. Saya wait for it, oke? Oke, now that. So guys, ini discuss yang terakhir. Saya nyalakan sambil saya stop itu jawabannya gitu ya guys ya.
Exercise 1. Listen and check.
What are you doing your geography project on? Well, I'm facing a bit of a problem at the moment. I found 3 UNESCO sites.
3 UNESCO side. So that is the answer. I will continue, okay?
But I can't decide which one I like best. What about you?
Well, I'm writing about the Umzab Valley in Algeria.
What?
The Umzab Valley. I found it on the UNESCO website. It says there are 5 settlements which were...
There are 5 settlements. Settlement. The answer is settlement. Number 2.
were built in the 10th century in the Sahara Desert, but they're in a perfect state of preservation.
State of preservation. Preservation. That is number 3.
And the people have also preserved their 1,000-year-old heritage. As a result, it's...
As a result, ya you know lah, itu jawabannya as a result.
It's an important historical place.
Historical place itu number 5.
It sounds interesting, but it would be too hot for me.
Well, it says here, the criteria used for the construction...
The criteria used, U-S-E-D, okay?
Construction of the towns meet the needs of people living in a hot climate.
A hot climate.
What does that mean?
That the towns are surrounded by big walls and the streets are narrow, so the people are protected
So, itu jawabannya so ya.
from the sun.
Even so, the heat must be exhausting.
Yes, but the local...
Even so, the heat must be exhausting. Jadi jawabannya exhausting.
Oasis acts as a sanctuary from the sun.
Act as a sanctuary. So, udah guys. Nah, oh bukan last guys, ini dulu. Kita ini correct false and ini apa true ya, itu dulu. So, the answer of number 1, John is going to write about 3 places. The answer is false, nggak ada. Number 2, itu jawabannya false. The settlements are in bad condition. Number 3, itu true guys. Number 4, itu true. Number 5, itu false. Number 6, itu true. Oke? Nah guys, udah guys, yang ini nggak usah karena ini grammar later on. So, your task, next task ya, I'm going to wait today sampai Kamis lah ya guys. I want to know about places that you have visited itu. Sama ini guys, kerjakan dictionary corner. Udah, dictionary corner doang. Udah. And sampai ini aja, 1, 2 aja. Yang number 3 nggak usah. Oke, 1, 2, and 3. Thank you very much for today. Jadi kalian belajarnya ini dengerin this video aja. Sama ngerjain ini. Yang part 1 sama 2 udah, sama nulis yang essay tadi 150 ya minimal, bisa kan ya? Oke, thank you very much for you still staying with us. Be safe guys and pray to God this outbreak will be over. Bye bye, be safe.